today I want to really talk about brain frequencies, and I pulled out my whiteboard for you. You feel me? Because we're really about to lay it out. So I've been studying what brain waves are, right? When you understand everything is energy, there's a concept that's called frequency, and we think on certain frequencies, right? We think on certain frequencies. Now, when you know that you live in a energetic world, everything is a particle of energy. This is science. This is not philosophy. This is quantum mechanics. Let me write it here. Look it up. This is quantum physics. Everything is energy. Everything is particles of energy. And physically, when you touch something, it's your body perceiving it as matter, but it's really small, tiny dents of electrons turned into dense matter, which is the lowest form of vibration. Now, we have something that's called brain frequencies, right? There are several types of brain frequencies to operate on. I have my book over here. I'm gonna show y'all. If you see, this is a visual of each brain frequency and how you can access it, right? So we're really gonna talk about delta, theta, alpha, and beta. Delta, theta, alpha, and beta. You have beta. Let me use a different marker. You have alpha. You have theta, and you have delta, right? So each of these brain frequencies have significance in how you produce life, how you express yourself, how you become creative. And I know there are a lot of people out there who are like wanting to be more creative, who are getting frustrated with the process of becoming better and evolving themselves. But sometimes they have writer's block, right? They don't have an idea, or they don't have the motivation. Let's be honest, motivation is not real. You know, when you create a strong conviction in yourself that no matter how I feel, no matter what's going on around me, this is going to get done. I don't care if I have to work a 12-hour shift, I'm gonna mop this floor. I don't care if I have to take my kids to the daycare, I'm gonna make this video. You feel me? Like, I don't care how tiresome work was, I'm gonna get what I need to get done, because you have a strong conviction about who you are, and you're embodying the identity of a content creator, of a chef, of an athlete who works out consistently, of somebody who eats healthy, somebody who eats plant-based, no matter if it's fried chicken in front of your face waiting on you. Conviction is so powerful because no matter what's going on around you, you're going to commit to that action that needs to be done. I've created a reality where teaching things like this is not a chore for me. This is fun. This is fun to me. Because what I do is I apply this knowledge in my own life to the point where I'm able to teach it from my own vibration, because it's who I am. The more you study a thing, the more you are entangled with it. This is quantum mechanics. Now, I want to highlight some aspects of these brain frequencies, right? Because I'm letting you know that we're not working hard over here. Yes, life is a challenge, and yes, things are going to be challenging. I know when I'm in the gym, that'd be challenging. I don't care that I would say, yes, it might be hard work, but it'd be challenging because it challenges your body, and some things will challenge your mind. So because the world is energetic, I'm pretty sure if I condition my mind to believe that the gym is like create a belief system that I'm stronger than the gym, I have the abilities to evolve my body, just creating all of these beliefs and affirmations, my body is going to listen to this, my nervous system is going to reflect this, and it's going to be way more easier for me to go in the gym and get things done and commit to it and take action. Not every day is going to be easy, but some days are going to be more easier than others. So when you're looking at brain frequencies, right? Everyone is thinking on a frequency. Everyone is thinking on a frequency. I want you to see, when you are on social media and you see all of these great content creators who are funny and who are attractive and their style is good and they got hella followers, what you really see is that they have this one thing called influence. No matter who you are, you have influence. No matter if it's some bullshit that's posted on social media, or no matter if it's informative things posted. It can be either spectrum, but you have influence. And I know I spelled that wrong. Chill on me, right? So you have influence. So you're thinking on a frequency that's complementary to influence. Influence has a certain frequency to it. To be an influential individual, you have to be influential in your personal life. You have to influence your own self. How you want to influence how you want to influence other people, but your personal life is not reflecting just that. You can't influence yourself to eat healthy. You can't influence yourself to work out. You can't influence yourself to commit to a task and get it done. So how on earth are you able to influence someone else? You feel me? So before you even are on the frequency of influencing on a macro and mass level, you first have to start on a micro and personal level, which is your damn self. Come on now. I influence myself by talking to myself out loud. I influence myself by the circle I have around me. I influence myself by what I watch on social media and TV. I influence how I feel and how I think because I'm choosing to elevate my thinking on a different frequency. So when you think about beta, right? Beta brainwaves. This is the level of frequency where we do things such as task at work, driving the car, or even, let's say, watching television. Because all of these things require focus and action, right? When you're driving a car, sometimes you don't even think about where you're going. Like, let's say you're going to work, it's an everyday routine, then you might be more in an alpha brain frequency. But if it's somewhere and you have to use your GPS, like out of town or something like that, then it's on a beta wave frequency. Remember what the book says. Beta, you see how fast the frequencies are with beta. You see how it's like zoom, boom, 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 boom. You see how fast it is. That's when the brain is processing information to get a task done, right? It's a level of focus. It's processing a lot of information. Now with beta frequency, this is not the frequency to be resting, you know? The brain is not at a rest state when it's vibrating at beta, right? You're thinking on a frequency which is beta right here. You see how fast. The next one is alpha. Now this frequency, I want to show you a visual. This frequency is a frequency where that's the most desirable by other people, right? It happens when you are relaxed, you're calm. Let's say you're reading a book. There's not much mental stimulation or dopamine being released when you are in an alpha brainwave state. So when you're thinking on alpha, you have I feel like that's the brainwave I'm thinking on right now. Like when you're thinking with alpha, you're way more intentional with your words. You're in flow state. You have a lot of abilities to do what needs to be done because you are making sure that things are, or your brain is operating at a frequency to the point where you can process information at a pace that complements you, right? So you have more control over what's going on in you because your brain is operating in this state of mind. Now, alpha is where we naturally think on when we wake up in the morning, right? When we first wake up, it's definitely at a theta brainwave frequency state, and then it transitions into an alpha. And then once we actually start our day, and let's say we in the day at like 11, 12, 1 o'clock, then that's when we're at beta. Now, I want you to know that beta, although it is complementary to task and driving the car and watching TV, this is also the frequency where most people get stressed at, right? They're yelling, they're arguing, they're creating drama. There's just a lot of things going on because they're processing too much information at once. I'm gonna put it over here. Processing too much info. So with beta, when we are stressed, it can equate to you're processing too much information and you're overwhelmed. This is where anxiety comes in at. This is where mental illness tries to sneak in. This is where you're sending mixed signals from the brain to the body. Because you just need to calm down a little bit. Like you're doing too much. You need to sit that ass down. You need to meditate. You need to go outside in nature. You need to regulate your nervous system. Because if you operate in beta for too long, it's going to cause dis-ease in the mind and the body. You're going to start sending mixed signals. The synaptic connections in your brain is going to start sending mixed electrical signals to your body and your nervous system, which is going to dysregulate you. Why do you think people smoke cigarettes? To regulate their nervous system. Marijuana too, let's be honest. So Oh, I hope they don't say shit for me saying that word. So yeah, that's beta. And then alpha is more of a state that I'm in right now, right? Remember, repetition. The more I repeat this, alpha is a state that I'm in right now. Now, this is a state where you're confidently cooking and you listen to music, you're vibing. You know, this is a state where you feel the most relaxed and calmed and all of that good shit, right? Alpha is really easy to be explained. Theta is when you are in between sleep and waking up, right? So we can put sleep and waking up. Theta is a frequency where I love this frequency because I know when I'm in it all the time. In the morning time, especially at like 7, 8, 9, I be feeling the best. You feel me? In the morning time, like 7 a.m., 8 a.m., I still be, you know, in my sleep, but I be feeling the most energetic. I feel the most creative. I have my morning routine that I kind of get into. Theta brainwave frequency is the frequency where they say you're supposed to deposit information into your subconscious to manifest. So if you, let's say that you're desiring a new car. Before you go to bed at nighttime, you want to start thinking about this car, start visualizing about this car. This is the state where visualization is powerful. Next time, I promise it's going to be neater. All right, this is the state where visualization is the most powerful because when you're in theta, your subconscious is open. And your subconscious mind is not a physical place. It's everywhere. Your subconscious is a program. So everything that I'm experiencing, let's take a look. Everything that I'm experiencing in my home is a program from my subconscious of how I got here, right? Is a reason why we're in the apartments that we're in the homes that we're in, simply because it reflects our frequency. It reflects our vibration, right? Living here requires a certain frequency, a certain vibration to live on. You need to vibrate on a certain vibration to be on that frequency. So theta is where you are visualizing. Theta is when you are creating affirmations for yourself. Theta is a brain frequency that offers that slow down understanding of what's going on. So remember, I want to highlight the first 2 hours of your day and the last 2 hours before you go to sleep. That's when you are in theta. And you want to take advantage of this brain frequency state because in this state of mind, you are thinking at a slower level and you're processing information not at a grand space. So you're not processing that much information. So because your mind is not as compulsive, it's not as distracted, you have a lot of wiggle room to like change your life in this time frame, in this state of flow, right? So remember, first couple of hours in the morning, last couple of hours at night. Now, delta is easy to explain, right? Delta is very, very slow. We're not going to talk about gamma because gamma is like super, you feel me? That's like above beta. Delta is where things are like you're in a deep sleep. Let's just keep it 100, right? You are in a deep sleep. Like it's very clear. When you are in delta, you are KO'd. And this is the state where you experience dreams and nightmares. Hey, shout out to Meek Mill. This is the state where you can astral project. And astral projection is basically like, I don't know if you guys like, you feel me? Have you ever laid on your back and you went to sleep and then like, you feel like your soul left your body, but your body is still in the bed? Like you kind of see your body just like laying there and your soul is like projected into another dimension. Like that's a delta flow. That's a delta frequency, right? So your brain is operating and processing information really, really slow to the point where you're exposed to different dimensions and you're able to astral project. They say that you dream every single night. We just always don't remember these dreams, right? And I find that to be somewhat true. I haven't really looked much into dreams. But you definitely are in a deep sleep when you are in delta. Let me try to separate all of these. So you have delta, you have theta, you have alpha, and then you have beta. Remember, this is quantum physics. We think on a frequency. There are leaders in the world who may be younger than you, and you may ask yourself, what are they doing that I'm not doing? The reality is they are thinking on another frequency. And when you think on another frequency, you're taking action on another frequency. People out here have millions of dollars to their names. Why is that? Because they got lucky? Because they work hard? Possibly, but more than anything, they started to study and think on a higher frequency. Their focus is on another frequency. Their abilities are on another frequency. Their commitment is on another frequency. Their discipline is operating in a different frequency. You're thinking on another frequency with any type of success that you've accomplished. A lot of people don't break down the process like this, but this is the reality of it. It's quantum mechanics. It's literally science. Quantum mechanics is a type of science that has emerged into our society within the past 5 to 10 years at a more stronger capacity because consciousness is evolving. And as consciousness evolves, we evolve. There's a lot of room and a lot of leeway to become your best self through understanding the mind and psychology. You feel me? So to accomplish any goal, to become successful in anything you desire, you must start to vibrate. And when I say vibrate, you must start to feel good about your life. You must start to create narratives about yourself and about your reality, because the better you feel, the higher you vibrate. And the way you vibrate is you vibrate on different frequencies. Where's the actually, I think I have the vibrational chart to show you. Like, there are people who are vibrating at a low frequency. I mean, there are people that are vibrating low, and therefore they are experiencing life in that capacity, which is low. This looks like this. Not yet. I have to show y'all a different video. But there are people who are like vibrating like low. They're vibrating low, and then they're elevating their frequency. So I realized that this phenomenon, I mean, they're vibrating low and they wonder why they can't get to another frequency. They wonder why they can't get to a level of success because they're not vibrating high enough. Or you're doing matter and you're trying to physically work hard to get something done, when in fact that's not the case. Some people, it works like that. But I'm telling you now, we have shifted, ED, past tense, into a world where we're more so mental than physical. Way back when, our parents really didn't have a say-so on what jobs they will work. They just had to get the bills done. Get the bills paid. They had to do what they had to do to get to where they're at. And that's their reality. But now we have options based on our reality of thinking, right? We're shifting into a system where consciousness is becoming the evolution. Consciousness is a revolution. Consciousness is where we at. That's where we standing. And when you realize this, it's like, okay, I need to start surrounding myself with positive information and positive music, because I have a goal that I want to get to, and I want to think on that frequency to get to that. I want you to realize, anytime you feel stressed or you're anxious, your brain is thinking on beta. Anytime you feel calm, relaxed, and focused, your brain is thinking on alpha. Anytime you are between sleep or waking up early in the morning or going to sleep, your brain is in theta. That's definitely the time to start locking in, visualizing, depositing the seeds, putting on an affirmation video overnight on YouTube. Turn that damn TV off. Turn that TV off. It's disrupting the frequency, because electronics and media influence how you think as well, right? So if I'm operating here and I start browsing social media, I'm gonna go all the way up here to beta, because I'm gonna be processing a lot of information. But if I don't be on social media for a whole week, most likely my brain will be between these two spaces, like literally in the middle. And that's when you're most creative. That's when you're most powerful. That's when you're most in flow between alpha and theta, because your brain is not processing a lot of information. It's not exposed to. Some people wake up and go straight to Instagram. Some people wake up and go straight to social media, and they already are starting to process the funny shit that they be watching. What a waste of motherfucking time. You feel me? Like, how old are we? Like, do you not have a goal? Do you not want to be somebody? Clock in, nigga. Clock in. But yeah, and then delta is when you are in a deep sedated sleep. You know, that good sleep. I haven't had one of those moments in a minute. to be honest, but I experience it from time to time. So I hope you gain some value from this concept. I want you to realize every single day you are thinking on a frequency. And if you want to become better, if you want to evolve who you are, your identity, you must start to vibrate at a higher level. You must start to feel good about yourself. And to feel good about yourself, like I was saying earlier, you know, do things that feed into your soul. Go in fucking nature. Go for a bike ride. Switch up your routine. Stop doing the same shit you do all the time. Switch up your routine. Take social media away for a day and see how things change for you. See how your brain is going to be operating on a whole new frequency that you probably never even experienced before. Hey, I can go on and on and on about this. I hope you gain some value. Until next time.